Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting edition of Seahawk Central Sports. I'm your host, Trey Owings. This week, we'll be bringing you insight into UNCW's club rugby team, as well as a special guest, Coach Adele Harris. Now, let's get to the show. As many of you know, scandal shocked the cycling world last week as seven-time Tour de France champion Lance Armstrong publicly decided to cease his fight against the doping accusations. With this new turn of events, Armstrong will have all of his achievements erased from record books and will be stripped of every single one of his Tour medals. Certainly some disappointing news there for Armstrong fans everywhere. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of year again, so grab your grills and light those fires because it is officially football season. Excitement is rising among football fans nationwide, as to be expected with the first full Sunday of the season on the horizon. However, a cloud still looms over the NFL as talks between the National Football League and its referees union are still at a standstill. Currently, the NFL is using interim referees, many of which were previously working with small college games, and the main concern being that most teams are unsure of whether or not the replacement referees will be able to handle the pressure and speed of regular season games. Regardless of how the future union talks play out, it's certainly shaping up to be another exciting season. Over the past few years here at Seahawk Central Sports, we've been excited to bring you quality programming and news about our many varsity sports programs. This year, we're adding a new segment to the program where we welcome and discuss UNCW's very own club sports. The 2011-2012 school year was a breakout season for many of these club sports teams. Men's golf placed second in the National Collegiate Club Golf Association. The surf team brought home its fourth consecutive East Coast championship. Women's lacrosse won its conference championship. And the men's rugby team brought home its first ever Southern Rugby Conference championship. To kick off the new segment, I recently had the chance to talk with club rugby captain Graham Joseph about the team and their expectations on the upcoming season. So Graham, last time we spoke, the team had a stunning 20-0 home record. You were gearing up for your first ever Southern Rugby Conference Championship, which you went on to win. Congratulations there. And you even made an appearance in the NCAA tournament. You came up a little short last year, but what changes have been made this season to ensure that you go a little bit farther this time?
I think we all spent those 3 months over the summer focusing on our fitness. We all definitely want to make it back, make it further than we did last year. We're looking at the Final Four this year, hopefully making a trip out to Seattle. Fitness is definitely going to be a number one priority, especially for injury prevention. And then we're just out here working hard. We still got that 20-0 home record that we'd love to keep. We'd love to keep that throughout this year and on to even next year. We're just really focused, and we're trying to make improvements on a great season last year and just keep building.
That's understandable. And with that success, I'm sure, a lot of guys who previously didn't know about the team, they must have heard about it. Have you seen a boost in guys coming out to practice?
We've definitely seen a boost in incoming freshmen and even sophomores and juniors coming out. Also, what's great is getting contacts over the summer from people that are get accepted into UNCW, and they instantly are communicating with us before they even get here in the fall. Guys that play rugby in high school and are saying, I want to come to UNCW and play rugby. That's great. It's great for building our squad and building depth. We're also just so excited for some home games. Hopefully get another Friday night game out here, get a big crowd out. We love it when our fans come out to support us, and we love the support we get from the student body.
Gotcha. Well, hey, we love seeing y'all win, but good luck with this season, and looking forward to another great year.
All right, thanks, Jay.
Turning now to varsity sports, it was a huge weekend for Seahawks soccer as both men's and women's teams brought home victories. The Lady Seahawks kicked off the weekend winning spree with a 3-0 victory against UNC Charlotte on August 31st, followed by another 3-2 home win against Davidson on Sunday. Freshman midfielder Morgan Label claimed her first 2 career goals over the weekend, along with junior midfielder Nicole Costa, who also tallied her first career goal in the match against UNC Charlotte. The men's team picked up its first win of the season with a 3-0 victory at Appalachian State. The men's squad will continue its stretch of road games at the Theodore Spinks Furman Invitational, while the women's team will stay at home to host Campbell and Troy in the UNCW Courtyard Marriott Wilmington Invitational. UNCW Athletics has experienced much change this past summer, including a few key players and coaches leaving the program, as well as a few new faces being added to the Seahawk roster. One notable addition to the Seahawk sports family is women's basketball coach Adele Harris, whom we had the pleasure of being joined by tonight in the studio. Coach, first of all, welcome to Wilmington, welcome to the team. I gotta ask, what was it that attracted you to our program here?
Well, one, I'm from the state of North Carolina, born and raised in High Point, Wilmington, the beach areas, a place I've frequented over the summers growing up, so very familiar with this area in particular, but also very familiar with the Colonial Athletic Association, the history they have of women's basketball, the programs. University of Delaware is the top 5 program in the country right now. James Madison is competing for the WNIT championship. It's a league to be reckoned with nationally, but at the same time, in my home state, in a smaller environment that has an impact to have a national impact on the women's basketball scene. So extremely grateful for the opportunity to be here.
Well, glad to have you here. And in the past 2 years, the women's program has been very successful, reaching the NIT tournament. What do you plan on doing to continue that success that we've had?
I think we have to kind of do it differently because I am different. I can't take on someone else's model. We want to continue to recruit great talent. I think that's been a consistent in the last 2 seasons. You don't get to postseason play and win in this conference without talented players, so we got to recruit the best talent we can, but at the same time, we're going to be about relationships and building quality, lasting relationships and trying to create the best moments of our players' lives during their 4-year college career.
And speaking of relationships with players, at Tusculum College, you mentored a few players that went on to be All-Americans. Guard Jasmine Gunn, Kendall Baxter, SAC All-Rookie honors. Have there been any players that you've met so far with the Seahawks that that have caught your eye?
I love the kids who decided to stay here and finish what they've started as their collegiate careers. I think we have a talented group of seniors who are hungry, determined to finish on a high note. Carnisha Garrett is someone that I love her energy. If she came in this studio right now, she'd light everybody up because she's just that type of personality and character. If we can just have consistent discipline and focus on all phases, I think she would represent our program to the highest level. So Tawana Lee is another kid who's trying to end her career on a high note. Chelsea McGowan's another senior. So I believe in all of them. And I don't know exactly who can be that kid that has, finishes all conference or whatever. I just know that every day is a part of the process, and if we commit to it on a daily basis, hourly basis, they'll be fine.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this episode of Seahawks Central Sports. Hope all of you new and returning students are ready for the new season, because whether it's on the field, by the courts, or at the track, I'm Trey Owings, and I'll see you at the game.